last chance. No beating around the bush.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Blake Production.
Yo, what is poppin', Glxy squad? Let's take a little weekly update here. And what we're looking at here is the log chart on a weekly time frame. And as you can see, we got this big Nicki Minaj booty bottom forming. Okay, we've got this potential breakout here. I want to say potential because we still have this rest of this zone. Right now, dude, Bitcoin literally just cracked 40K. So we're going to be rolling into this week hot, likely. We could even potentially get a gap up in the stock's name. It's just looking so interesting right now. So what I want to see, right? Let's just take a look at the 21 EMA. Look at this here, right? The 8 EMA. We have this beautiful golden cross, a long period of time where we took under both of the EMAs, right? We're now over both of them. They both cross. This is giving us a signal that technically, if this signal is correct, what we should be expecting is the bull market's here. So how are we going to prepare for this? Like, how are we going to situationally, from like a either investment or trade perspective, what can we expect and how are we going to prepare? This is what I want to chat about real quick. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Like, there's going to be big ups, there's going to be big downs. This is what we need to pay attention to. The most important thing is our trend intact? Okay, so in the next few weeks, months, potentially even 1 or 2 years, we could be seeing big time price action in this name, right? So if you look at the log chart, when you throw it up, like it does not look far off from $24.52. What we need to look for, okay, this is going to make a move to the upside, it's going to come back and make a move to the downside, it's going to make a move to the upside, it's going to come back and make a move to the downside. As long as this trend, this uptrend is intact, you got to stay put, or else there's going to be so much gains left on the table. Imagine you're trying to sell here and then buy lower, but it doesn't go lower. You're trying to buy in at a dip, but you're waiting for a dip to come to a certain point because you think, we don't know what's going to happen. The best case scenario for us is to hold until, like, as you can see, it's so easy. It's so much easier said than done, right? But again, when we look at the EMAs, right, look how long after this bullish cross, which happened in May 2020, we came back and we retested the 21, right? So let's say we go up and we come back to retest the 21. That could be like a 30 to 40% dip. Does that mean it's game over? Does that mean, oh shit, we're fucked? Not necessarily. Like, this is going to play some mental games with us, especially for those who maybe they haven't potentially managed their risk correctly when investing in this stock, so they're in heavy. Just be prepared that these upswings and these downswings, it's gonna cause like some sort of emotion erupt in you. What is important, this is why I love the technicals, we got to stay poised. There's potentially hundreds of percent on the table. Like, if we come back towards all-time highs, it's a 300% move from where we're at right now. I think that it'd be terrible to, take gains off of the table too early because of our emotional kind of aspects here. So that's pretty much the breakdown. If this is correct and we're in this new bull market, right, because that's what this signal is telling us here, this bullish cross of EMAs is telling us on a weekly time frame, we're in a bull market. It might be a little toddler right now, but in terms of what could potentially come, we might come up to this $14 zone, right where this area was major support. Let's say it's going to be resistance. We come pushing up into this range. If we come back and retest this zone, that's not a time to sell. That's the time to add on the dip, because we want to make sure this acts as support. We should be grateful of this opportunity when it comes, and then be ready for this next move towards the upside. Something like this, where we're going to have to retest to make that sure that this zone, that was our Previous support turned into resistance is going to act as support again for us. So I think it's important. Let's be patient, right? We got a long year ahead of us. If this is going to be a bull market all year, it's not going to just go straight up. Let's prepare for these ups, the downs, and understand that it's actually healthy for the stock to come back down at a certain point. You don't want this to go parabolic and then come back down crashing hard. You want it to steadily show demand is increasing by previous resistance turns into support. So that's what we're looking for. Easy, guys.